Ever wondered why you can buy a burger for less than a cup of coffee in some places, but the opposite is true in others? Economics holds the answer. Welcome to the world of economics, a fascinating field that touches every aspect of our lives. At its core, economics is the study of how societies, governments, businesses, households, and individuals allocate their scarce resources. It's all about making choices that determine what, how, and for whom goods and services are produced. From the price of your morning coffee to the salary you earn at work, economics is at play. It influences government policies, shapes business strategies, and even affects your personal decisions. Whether you're a business owner deciding on the price of your product, a worker negotiating your salary, or a government setting tax rates, economics is involved. So, if you want to understand why prices fluctuate, or why some countries are wealthier than others, you need to get a grip on economics. To start off, we need to understand some basic economic principles. In the grand scheme of things, economics is a science that revolves around the study of how individuals, businesses, and nations allocate their limited resources to meet their limitless desires. This brings us to our first principle, the principle of scarcity. Scarcity is the fundamental economic problem of having seemingly unlimited human wants in a world with limited resources. It states that society has insufficient productive resources to fulfill all human wants and needs. For instance, we may crave a new smartphone, a vacation, or a brand new car, but our resources, time, money, and energy, are limited. This principle underscores the importance of making decisions about the allocation of these resources. Now let's delve into the concept of opportunity cost. Every choice we make in life comes with a trade-off, and that's where opportunity cost comes in. It's the potential benefit that an individual, investor, or business misses out on when choosing one alternative over another. The opportunity cost isn't always about money or goods. It can be the time you give up sleeping in to get up early and study for an exam. It can be the pleasure you give up, which economists call utility, to have money for later. Opportunity cost is a key concept in economics because it implies the choice to do one thing over another. This comparison helps businesses and individuals make decisions and understand the true cost of their decisions. In essence, these two principles shape our understanding of basic economics. They remind us that we live in a world of scarcity where every choice we make has an associated cost. So the next time you're about to make a decision, remember to consider the opportunity cost. And the next time you're wondering why you can't have everything you want, remember the principle of scarcity. Remember, economics is all about making choices. And every choice has a cost. Economic systems and key indicators give us a broader picture of how economies function. Imagine a bustling marketplace with stalls overflowing with goods and services. This is a snapshot of a market economy, where decisions regarding investment, production, and distribution are guided by the price signals created by the forces of supply and demand. Here, competition fuels innovation and efficiency, yet it can also lead to income inequality and market failures. Now picture a different scene. A government office filled with officials deciding what to produce, how to produce it, and who gets what. This is a command economy, where the government makes all economic decisions. While this can ensure basic needs are met and prevent monopolies, it often struggles with inefficiencies and a lack of innovation due to the absence of competition. What if we could combine the best of both worlds? Enter the mixed economy, a hybrid system where both the market and the government play a role in the economic decision-making. It aims to strike a balance, harnessing the benefits of a market economy while using government intervention to address its shortcomings. Now let's talk about key economic indicators, which are basically the economy's vital signs. They provide a snapshot of a country's economic health. First up is gross domestic product, or GDP. It's like the country's financial heartbeat, measuring the total value of all goods and services produced over a certain period. Next, we have the inflation rate, which tracks the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising. It's like the economy's blood pressure, too high or too low, and it's a cause for concern. Finally, there's the unemployment rate, measuring the number of people actively looking for a job as a percentage of the labor force. It's a crucial indicator of the economy's overall health, akin to the body's temperature. These indicators help us understand the health of an economy. They're like a thermometer for the financial world. From your local grocery store to the global stock market, market structures play a vital role in economics. Dive into the world of market structures, and you'll find four main types. The first is perfect competition. a market where no single buyer or seller has the power to influence prices. Think about an open-air fruit market where there are many sellers and buyers, none of whom can dictate the price of apples. Prices here are determined by the invisible hand of the market, supply and demand. Next up is the monopoly, where one company dominates the entire market. Ever heard of the phrase, being the only game in town? That's a monopoly. The monopolist has the power to set prices because there's no competition. It's like being the only apple seller in a town filled with apple lovers. Then we have monopolistic competition, a hybrid of the first two. Many companies are selling similar but not identical products. Each has a little bit of power to set their own prices because their product is slightly different. Imagine several apple sellers in the same town, but each seller has a unique variety of apple. Finally, there's the oligopoly, where a few large companies dominate the market. These companies are interdependent and must consider the reactions of their competitors when setting prices or introducing new products. Picture a few giant tech companies controlling the majority of the market. Now let's zoom out from individual markets to the global economic stage. Global economics examines how countries interact economically, how they trade goods, services, and capital. It's like a massive worldwide game of monopoly, with each country strategizing to maximize its own wealth and prosperity. The decisions made by one country can ripple across the globe, affecting markets and economies far and wide. It's also important to note that the global economy isn't a zero-sum game. It's possible for all countries to grow and prosper together. Trade can create opportunities for economic growth and development, making the global economic pie larger for everyone. Every market, every country plays a part in the global economic orchestra, creating a symphony of financial interactions. So, we've taken a quick journey through the fascinating world of economics. We've unearthed and examined its key principles, explored various economic systems, and identified key indicators that gauge the health of an economy. We've also taken a deep dive into different market structures and understood how global economics play a crucial role in shaping our lives. We started our journey by understanding the basic economic principles. We learned that economics is essentially about managing scarce resources. It's about making choices, decisions that matter, in a world where resources are limited. It's about how individuals, businesses, governments, and societies choose to spend their time, money, and energy. Next, we entered the realm of economic systems and key indicators. We saw how different economic systems such as capitalism, socialism, and mixed economies operate and shape societies. We also delved into key indicators like GDP, inflation, and unemployment rates, which act as the pulse and temperature of an economy, indicating its well-being. Then we navigated through the intricate web of market structures and global economics. We discussed how markets can be classified as perfect competition, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, and monopoly, depending on the number of sellers and the nature of the product. We also touched upon the interconnectedness of global economies and how events happening in one part of the world can ripple through to affect economies thousands of miles away. In this journey, we've gained a new perspective, an understanding that economics is not just a dry, distant subject. It's a study that's woven into the fabric of our everyday lives. It's in the choices we make, in the goods we buy, and even in the jobs we choose. Economics isn't just about money, it's about understanding the choices we make, the systems we live in, and the world we shape. It's about life itself.